Look at that. That's not supposed to be there.
CR measured it with his rangefinder from the base of it, 260 meters.
Yeah. Wait,
Some of the
so
walls.
were we adjusting it shorter, or so it doesn't go into Chitty's place too much, or up against it or some shit, or
I can adjust his.
oh, check out survive where you have it, and check for that helicopter spawn. See if it's possible to avoid that one. If
I don't think
just
so
that
because
wall
he's got
gets.
this rock formation directly behind their base, and then it goes on for maybe 100 meters, and then it hits
I
no
wonder if they
man.
chose that location because of that helicopter spawn.
I don't know. I think it was just random spot that Chitty
Like, hey, we
because
got a
CR
helicopter
wasn't
spawn we can loot every day. And I'll say, oh, helicopter spawn's
well.
coming. I
Well,
guess if they
Chitty
want
had
to,
that
end up
place
wanting
picked out
to know.
before CR came around or came into the server.
Okay.
Like he had already built walls up and everything like that, and then CR started coming into the server.
Oh no, uh that one's not directly behind their base. Well, it is behind their base, but it's a good 500 meters from the edge. There's no way I'm blocking that. I can
Well,
go
I
in
said
and check, but
that
I'm
picture is
95%
that
sure.
is what he sent me
Yeah, that's next to his
from the
base
base.
though. Well, fuck.
Can't you open his spot for their base and then open the file together to see if it does, I guess, overlap it?
No,
We're having some rubber band issues here.
in order for me to see where it's at, I physically just have to. Well, I can go in and save his file as a whatever, and then import it into the other one. Fuck, I might even be able to just import it in there by itself. I should be able to go in there and just import that in there by itself, right, Mike?
Wait, what?
I should be able to
Kitty's
go,
base?
if I go into the wall build and import Chitty's base into that build, I'll be able to see it, right? And it won't fuck with nothing.
I would make duplicate copies of both of those and put them somewhere safe just in case you fuck both of them up. Before you try it, I have no idea. You have to try it. But I would make a copy of those, put them somewhere else in a different folder. That way, you don't fuck them up trying it.
A lot of rubber banding
Cause
right now.
I did that with some other shit and it was fine, but it's true.
Red file, red filing cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a good 5 minutes for it to show my end. Maybe.
Copy.
Code it yet. Winter assault vest.
Gonna throw it in here.
Hard place to find. Performance drive.
Yellow.
Damn. Crazy. These are at different times. I bet it's the one where they're all together again. Needs to be a pattern. Crash is separate. Starts coming up.
Okay.
How many people are on the server right now?
Got them saved in a different spot.
I would hate to have to ask people again if they're all right with that
Seven. Seven, including us two.
R reset.
Fuck them. Gotta do what you gotta do to get the server running right. Okay, now let's see if I can go here. File, import. Would it import DZE or JSON? I think it's JSON, right? No, it would be the DZE file, so I could move build. Yeah. Okay. Wall is going to cause an issue. So what I'm going to do
Issue.
it's going right through the chopper spawn. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 95% sure it's through the spawn.
And the chopper spawns, do they just automatically spawn? Is it by like rotation or the proximity thing?
Proximity. Yeah, these ones I'm moving as close as I can to the wall.
Might be his time. You just do your thing, Hootie. I'm doing mine. I'm making careful sweat it out a little bit.
Hello.
What's up, bud?
What up,
What's
King?
going on?
No, she doesn't, Pokey. She leaves you in here with me all the time. She doesn't love you no more. Well, y'all went on vacation. You already technically had a dog.
So, what were you saying about the memory leak issue?
For what?
Where you said something about it, uh, us not completing a loop or something. No, that could be the one of the sources
What happened?
For like weird shit happening?
for the filing cabinet. Yeah.
Yeah, more likely it's probably for like bracketing, right? So you gotta close off brackets, otherwise it leaves them open-ended.
Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay.
Just gotta make sure you're using the right format. And if you go in and you make changes, you can fat finger shit. Are you using like a any editor or anything like Word Plus or Notepad or?
I use VSC.
Okay. So you have it so the color will change, like if you're not closing like brackets and
Yeah.
shit, yeah? Alright,
Yeah.
because that's a quick way to scan. But you could also like run the file through like an online checker.
Yeah, I have a validator site that I use for both. Different one for
Alright.
JSON than I use for XML.
Yep. I'm on this game simply to try to purchase something on their auction house. I got 10 minutes and I might be able to get a good deal on this cosmic mask that I don't even want. I just want to resell it. But
Game is it?
oh, Neverwinter. It's a terrible game. If you've never played
Oh,
it, don't.
I ain't played that in
Don't play.
forever.
Yeah, it's terrible. They
I didn't
just
get
did a
into
bunch
it
of
too much.
changes. The only reason I play is because a bunch of us used to play it together, and then
I still own all the originals before it ever became an MMO. They just copied fucking World of Warcraft when they did that.
yeah, they were trying to, but it's more enclosed. I think World of Warcraft has a little bit more of an open world feel. 10 minutes and counting. No, it's a item that normally sells for like 1 million. I might be able to swoop in at like 130K.
Mm-hmm. Straight robbing them.
Well, they're the ones who put it up for auction. I mean, you just undercut the other people. Put it up for like 800K, 700K. Somebody will buy it. But they
Why
want
they
to
even
have
give us
bid war.
lifetime on here? We can't actually do the lifetime.
But I mean, primarily, what's your server doing? Is it acting up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here and
around the
there.
cars. Has something to do with the vehicle. I just made a fuck ton of changes just now
I
with the vehicles.
would always recommend making small, minuscule changes.
Worst case scenario is we get the red file right off the bat because I lowered the nominal from 48 to 40. That might pose as a problem if there's already 48 cars on the map
Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
of each type.
Hold on a second, because I might know what your problem is just on what you said. All right. How many cars total are you doing?
I just set a safe one as 40 of each.
40
of
of
each
each
vehicle, since
cars
there's a
for
36 slot
nominal.
server. Yeah,
How much is max?
40.
Max is 40, nominal's 40,
Yes, minimum is
and
20.
minimum is 20.
And
Okay.
what I changed was the restock value for certain ones are different times, so they're not all trying to restock at the same time when another one's
Don't.
down.
Okay, first you should get rid of anything that's in the game that says restock that isn't like an animal or a zombie. There's no reason for there to be like a restock in there at all. Because
Well, the
the
problem
game's
is
gonna.
that it's doing them all at the same time. And every time it does that, it hits it with the I don't know, I don't understand it. And then that's the only thing showing up in the logs when every time the server does the damn red and shit symbol is when it's trying to spawn 63 fucking vehicles at one spot. 60
Yeah.
vehicles here in attempts.
Okay.
57 vehicles here in attempts.
I know
When it's
exactly what's
the
what's
ASCII
wrong with
amount
your
is
shit.
0 and it's trying to put 20 in that spot with
All right.
60.
So for every event you have an event um, location, yeah? And the other file, it's the event
Event spawn,
spawn
yeah.
file, yeah.
I have a few event
So,
spawns deleted for the vehicles because people had built over them. So I deleted them from the spawnable events deal so that they wouldn't try to keep spawning in those spots. I have 3 vehicles individual now that is trying to do the same thing again, but these are doing it differently. It's 0 with the greater than towards the 20, and I've never seen it say 0 before. It's asking for 0, which makes no fucking sense. So
okay,
it's trying to
because
do 20 of them instead of 0
Alright, hold on a second. So,
60 times.
the nominal is an average, okay? And the maximum in your nominal both being 40, okay? With when you have it set like that, the code's trying to do an average between those two numbers, whatever the minimum is and whatever the maximum is. And that's what you're setting via the nominal. You're essentially weighting the dice, right? So you're the house. You get to rig the dice the way you want them to roll. So if you want there to potentially be a maximum of 40 cars in there, you would want to set the nominal to say 39. That's you with your thumb on the scale. It's always going to be close to the max 40.
Gonna get
If
a
you
shot.
want it to be completely
He's
random,
not here.
then you would want to put it dead center in between it so that your thumb's not on the scale either way. So say 20 minimum, 40 maximum, all right? Set it to 30 for your nominal, and it's dead in the center. Now, the other thing that you're doing is whenever you're increasing a count of something that can load, you want to make sure that there's enough hands to catch it. Okay, we're playing ball, right? We're juggling here. You got to think of like every time you're calling something, you're tossing it up in the air and you're expecting your other hand to catch it, which is the server, right? And that's the code as it's tossing and running the game. It's juggling. You're throwing like 40 balls at him, and if he doesn't have 40 hands to catch, some of the balls are going to get dropped. But he's still trying to pick up that ball, if you understand. So you need to adjust the nominals. You need to make sure that go into the event file where it's loading up. It'll have like, for each one of the different cars. And just do a search on that in your event spawn locations and count the number of slots for each type of car. And then just adjust that to be your maximum if every one of those spots has a car, great. There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
one of them, there's like over 100 spawn points. I don't want to give it that many spawn points. That's too much. I mean, I don't want to
I'm
give it that
saying
many
for
cars.
however many cars you want to have in the game is up to you. The only thing that you don't want to do is say 40 cars, but there's only, 20 ADA spots that spawn in. You see what I'm saying? There's not enough spots for that ADA to load in, or they're going to load in on top of each other, which causes collisions right off the bat. And then the nominal and so forth is also creating the lag. And then when you have it set so that it's restocking, that's every tick of the game. So every tick, okay, for the lifetime. That's what causes like your flag to become lowered. That's what makes stuff disappear over time or go from being worn to being damaged to eventually being ruined and disappear, right? So every one of those tick, now you have it set to restock. So anytime there's a potential for something to load into the game, it's got to go by that code, and then it also goes by the restock code. So if you take that restock out, you're taking another calculation of the entire types file and all them objects out of the equation. You're speeding up the server. So you want to remove those things like the restock crap. There's no need for it. The game will load it in automatically. It's just you're giving certain items priority to always be there.
So restock's only for like actual items then?
I don't use it at all on
Oh, okay.
anything. I
Okay.
nix that, and my shit
Well, I mean,
runs and hums.
putting it to 0 is just going to make them.
It
You say you delete it?
it goes. I don't delete it. You always set the value. Okay. Never get rid of something. Always comment it out. Even those spots that you said those people build through, don't delete. Comment it out. Do you know how to comment out?
Yeah.
Okay, so always comment out, and always when you're making an adjustment or a change, so you can go back and look at it quickly. Always write a little comment in the section. Like if you go in and you like see my files, I have little comments and little notes to myself all throughout. Like this is for this event, these zombies are for that event, and everything's pointing to each other. So that if I want to pull something out, I can just pull it out and I can pull out the zombies, or I can pull out the gas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And always small changes, man. Very small changes. If you go big, it's harder to fix, right? But if it's a small change that you're making, then you can always like undo what you just did and then try it again or go a different way. Or put it back the fucking way it was working and be like, okay, let's try something else.
Well, I mean, between the last reset and this reset, the only thing I've done was change the info on the cars. But they were 48 nominal before. Before they were 48 nominal and 6 maximum because
All
it
right, hold
seemed
on a
to.
second. We're down to the wire. 25 seconds. 23. This is what the last 30 minutes has been about. Here we go. 10,
Modified both the safe radius and the distance radius.
Too fat.
4, 3,
Lowered the safe
2,
radius so that
1.
if someone enters a town, they
I
still have a
won.
chance of car
I
spawning.
won.
Hell yeah.
Booyah! Now, what'd you do with the radius? You're messing with the
Safe
bubbles?
radius, I lowered it to 150, so if someone enters a town, they have a higher chance of the car spotting rather than have to be in over 500
Oh, no,
meters
no, no,
away.
no. So, like, anytime that it's going to come through, it's going to go off that first bubble, which is in your general settings, right? So, do you know what I'm talking about with the bubbles?
No, what do you mean, Bob?
All right, so if
You
you
said
go,
general settings, but what part of the general setting?
it's down below near the actual bottom. Here, I'd have to bring up Nitrado to walk you through it. 1 second.
We changed the performance settings. We did that a little bit.
So down underneath in generals, if you go all the way down to the bottom, You'll see like network range, all that stuff. 1000, your default visibility, how far they can see.
Yeah.
Right. So network bubble distance for spawning, despawning of near inventory item objects, right?
Uh, Hold on. Default object. You just.
Network range near
Oh,
is what it's
no,
called.
wait. Okay. Yeah, the 150.
All right, you got it at 150, and then the one that's close, right?